Hey guys, welcome back to Etheria Restart. In today's video, they have just put out a post on the official Discord talking about some changes coming to the game. Now, before we get into this, about a day and a half ago, Sean B put out a video where he said that dupes are actually active in RTA, which came as a surprise to a lot of us who just anticipated that they wouldn't be, because it was kind of like just a common thing in the game that dupes were not active in RTA. And so after that, there's been a whole lot of stuff. There's been a whole section open in Discord for feedback and stuff like that. And I got a bunch of people to go through and dig through my videos and found out anything that I said. So I have to apologize, because in one of my recent videos, which was actually a sponsored video, I said that in the previous beta, dupes were not active in RTA, but we don't know whether they will be or not in global launch. So we'll have to wait and see. So I apologize for saying they were active in that previous beta. That was just something that I was told by so many people. And after that, I did a collab with Zox where we were talking about dupes, and I said, oh, well, you know, people have told me, so apparently they're not active in RTA, but I never read the info. And then once we got the test build, I didn't see it in the info, so I was kind of tentative on whether it was being removed, but apparently it was never even in there at the start. So this whole mess arose because I feel like a lot of people have been saying, because it was just like everywhere in the Discord and stuff, when you've even got like moderators and your official wiki posting that there is no dupes active in RTA, it's obviously slipped through the cracks and they've missed it somehow, and it's become a very commonly accepted thing. So I believe this response here is sort of some of the adjustments they're going to do to balance for those expectations and stuff like that. So we'll have to see what's in this post and have a chat about it. But once again, I do massively apologize for saying that the previous beta did not have dupes active in RTA. Apparently they were the whole time. It was just something that had got around. I don't know where Patient Zero was that said dupes aren't active. Apparently there was like some miscommunication in the way the devs said it early on and the way people interpreted, but yeah, it was just like a commonly thought thing. So that is the first thing that we had to cover. So now let's go through this post here and have a chat about some of these changes, because there are some nice changes that I like and some things I want to get your guys' feedback on as well. But there's also some extra questions that are left begging, because now after the whole RTA thing, it's left me with more things that I'm very nervous about. For instance, pity carrying over on the radar banners. It is not listed in the info in game that pities carry over. So I don't know if they do. And I just always like, I mean, this day and age, I feel like we haven't seen a game in 3 years that the pity hasn't carried over. So I just kind of assume, but it's not actually in the info. So now I'm like, wait, do pities carry over? I've got massive questions on the accuracy resistance formula, because some of the theory crafters are now saying that it may work differently, and you might actually be able to 100% land a debuff, even if you've only got a 60% chance listed on your skill, which is not what I was expecting. So there's a lot of things that have questions now for me that I really need to get answers for before I even touch on them, because it's kind of at the point now where like I'm so cautious, I'm so nervous to say anything without having like official proof in-game in the in-game text. So once again, if there's anything else that you guys are curious on, put it in the comments. I can make a list and I can send it in, and hopefully we can get some feedback on all those things. Like I said, the two for me, the big ones at the moment, are definitely the accuracy resistance formula, the pities carrying over, and I would also love to see the damage formula to find out how much of an impact that final dupe of 10% damage taken and 10% damage dealt, how it actually adds into the formula, to know what the actual output of it is. So there's a bunch of things like that that I will try and get more answers to, and I'll keep you guys updated. But let's go through this post over here. Just editing this in because I finished recording the video. It's very long. I wanted to do a TLDR in these early points so you guys can get a basic understanding of what's going on here, but obviously I'll go much more deeper into it for the rest of the video. So TLDR of what is in this post. Dupes worked and will work in RTA. That is the first one. But they are going to leave them working in RTA, but dupe tokens will be added to an RTA shop. We don't know how they're going to work exactly. I go through that a bit more, but yeah, dupes will work in RTA, but they are making dupes easier to get by the looks of it. Pity will be reduced from 100 to 80 for both the red, green, blue banner for the rate up characters, and also the LD banner for the rate up characters. Dupe tokens will be added to the newbie event as well to help you once again get more dupes. And at the end of May, there will be a stream that will reveal a bunch of launch info, new characters, events, guild versus guild, and stuff like that. So that is like the quick and dirty TLDR, but you know, there's a lot more stuff that we go through in this video. So if you want to continue, continue, but that is the TLDR for you guys. So this is from Chris, the community manager. It says, "Dear Hyperlinkers, first and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who participated in the final test. The final test concluded successfully on May 19, with over 200,000 hyperlinkers participating. Content creators produced thousands of Etheria restart videos on platforms like YouTube, and more than 20,000 hyperlinkers joined our official Discord community, providing valuable feedback and suggestions. The entire team is working diligently on preparations for the final launch. We hope all hyperlinkers will enjoy a delightful gaming experience when Etheria Restart officially launches." And the other thing I want to mention is, like, people have also been digging, and the people I've seen digging, no one's actually found anything where there's been an official statement in the game that dupes were ever active in RTA, or where they've actually said, yeah, they're not active in RTA. So it's kind of like one of those weird things where I feel like they've done this reaction. Like, they had another post when people started talking about it after Sean B made his video, and it's like this that interesting one where it's like, they probably should have caught on that the entire community had this insight into it. And I think there was other sponsored videos where people have said it that got through the cracks as well. But I guess there has never been an official statement saying that dupes don't actually function in RTA. If you have seen somewhere, please let me know. But yeah, at the moment, from the people I've seen digging, that's kind of what I've heard so far. I'm not good at digging myself. I always ask other people to, because I'm shit at it. So let's keep going. Before the official launch, we aim to offer more benefits to free-to-play players. To this end, we will implement the following adjustments in upcoming versions. Number 1, reduce the pity threshold for targeted summon pools from 100 pools to 80 pools. Once again, the targeted summon doesn't have a soft pity, so bringing it down to 80 is nice, including constant. Constant and disorder. That's what they call LD units. I always forget the names of these things. I was like, what? Constant what? Yeah, so the light and dark units will also have the same reduction of 100 down to 80 for the raid up pity. The standard pities for both of them will definitely remain the same, I'm assuming, because they haven't said anything, which is 80 pools with a 50 soft pity. Once again, the raid ups now is going to be 80 pity, no soft pity. Making it easier for players to acquire featured animus. Cool beans. Honestly, I mean, I think that's a decent change. I don't think there can be any complaints about reducing the pity on the rate-ups. Cool beans. Add Animus exchange tokens to the Summit Arena RTA Etheria shop. Players can use Summit Arena shop tokens to redeem animas, enabling free-to-play players to obtain more. So I have a lot of questions with this one as well. So in the RTA, I think we were capped RTA from battles getting like, I think it was like 2,000 to 3,000 of the RTA points that they currently have in the game. You were capped at that for the exchange per week. You could also get your first time rank up ones on top of that, but there was a cap to it. I can't remember exactly what the number was. I wonder if these are going to be separate to those tokens so that you can buy the normal stuff from the shop, but then like you get a separate token, which is the Dupe token essentially. So yeah, I'm not too sure on how that will work. I'm also curious if there's going to be a cap to it. Maybe if there's a cap of like, say, you get X amount of these tokens, maybe like per week you could get dude, I don't even know numbers, but it would be cool if like, even if they wanted to have a cap, let's say after like 10, 15 battles, 20 battles in a week, you reach the cap for those dupe tokens, these new tokens that they're talking about. Maybe every battle after that, maybe you get like 10% of it, so that if you keep playing battles, you feel like rewarded and like you can actually grind towards something, but you don't feel like you have to do it because you've gotten the overwhelming bulk of it from the early ones. I'm not too sure. Once again, this is the kind of thing that sort of leaves me with more questions that I would love to be answered, but in general, it's an extra way to get dupes. Does this actually make it like more fair for free to play, or does this just let whales get further ahead? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this. For me personally, I don't like, because I play free to play. I just don't really care about what other people have. I just care about what I have and doing the best with what I have. So I'm cool if I can get more dupes, then I feel like, I'm making more progress in my count. The other thing is, you got to remember, the PvE got a lot harder in this beta. So, getting extra dupes through Arena can also help you in your PvE progression. So that's a nice little addition as well. You know, it's going to help you in your guild boss damage and stuff like that. And, you know, just your general shell farming, your module farming. So, you know, I'm not too sure. I need to see numbers. I need to see how much. But, you know, they're adding an extra shop to get dupes. Cool. During the Growth Boost event, players will who reach level 30 will also receive Anima Exchange tokens as rewards. So once again, these Anima Exchange tokens, I'm assuming, are the ones that are going to be used in the Summit Arena shop, because if we jump over into the game over here, we do have this, which is the Anima shop where you can buy dupes for characters. Now, these come from different events in the game. But these are called Anima Crystal Points. So these are a different thing to what they've listed there. So I'm assuming what they're listing over here is going to be something for the Summit Arena shop is what you get from there. So once again, questions remain, but essentially more access to dupes from those systems and the pity reduced. So let's go into the next bit. Additionally, we'd like to address 2 key areas of feedback received during this test. Regarding the gender ratio of game characters. I was chatting to some people apparently in the main Discord, like this was like a big concern for people. I mean, it's something I never really stressed too much about, but I think it is that people were upset that there wasn't enough waifus. You guys let me know. I have no idea. That kind of stuff, it's just not the thing I care about in games. So yeah, in the world of Etheria, new characters will be introduced in the future, including both male and female roles. We aim to create as many recognizable and unique, charming characters as possible. Cool beans. You guys let me know. Was there not enough waifus in the game for you? Actually, wait. Now I feel like I've got to go ahead and check this. Let's have a look. Just started a fresh account on the test server to test some stuff. I feel like there's a lot of waifus in the game. I feel like it's pretty balanced. I mean, let's just look at SSRs. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know. I thought this game had a really good balance in characters. Like they've definitely got some of the waifu type characters, but then they've just like got cool characters. Like I think Heinrich's just a cool damn dude. The way Born comes in with the dogs, I think is absolutely wicked. You know, you got dudes like Ulmate Chloros, like really cool designs. My man Victor, dude, this thing sketches so hard when I try and scroll. My man Victor's an absolute beast. So I like these types of characters too. But, you know, for those concerned, I guess we are going to get more waifus as we go. So that is that one. Let's bounce back over here. Regarding whether Anima is affected in the Summit Arena. What? Regarding whether Anima is effective in Summit Arena. I think this is meant to be Anima dupes. I think this is where they're referring to the dupes. I'm like, dude, I'm pretty shit English, just reading comprehension. So apologies if I stuffed up, but I feel like there's meant to be an extra word in there that says dupes. Anyway, we sincerely apologize for not promptly. The screen's a long way away and my eyes are shot too. Apologies. We sincerely apologize for not promptly identifying and clarifying this misconception, the one I talked about at the start. Anima is effective. Is Anima what they call dupes? Wait, I gotta check this in game now. Wait, Anima? Anima's what they call characters. Prowess. What are these bad boys called? Bro, these names are way too close. Animus is the character. Anima is the dupe. Dude, okay. Guys, I'm sure I wasn't the only one confused by that. I'm sure of it. Okay. Anytime you see Anima, it means dupe. Regarding whether dupe is effective in Summit Arena, we sincerely apologize for not promptly identifying and clarifying the misconception. Dupe is effective across all current gameplay modes in Etheria Restart. We also designed multiple ways to acquire Anima, which is dupe, exchange tokens. Moving forward, we will continue to monitor and optimize the game experience related to Anima. So basically, what they're saying is the TLDR of this whole thing is they are leaving dupes, but they're making them easier to get through the other systems. So dupes will be active in RTA. beyond these adjustments, we will broadcast the second episode of Hyper Talk at the end of May. Our community manager, Chris, will address additional community feedback while sharing official launch information, including new characters. I'm assuming characters that will be released after Freya. Events and United Front, Guild versus Guild details. Cool, I'm looking forward to that one. We hope you all continue to follow and support Etheria Restart, and we look forward to reuniting with every hyperlinker in the world of Etheria on June 5. Cool, there you go. That is everything in this one. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know any feedback you have, any questions you have about the game that I need to do research in. Like I mentioned, I need to know if pities carry over. That is a very important thing for me. I need to know the way accuracy is calculated. I really want to know the way the damage formula is calculated so we know how much of an impact these dupes are having. There's a bunch of questions I do have that I will try and seek out for you guys, but let me know if there's any more. Let me know you guys' thoughts in general about this post, these changes, and yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.